to Musical Minutes. I'm your host, Hans Manship. I want to take you down a complex trail today as we look back on the development of the Psaltery and the most modern adaptation of this ancient instrument called the bowed Psaltery.
The bowed psaltery is a type of zither designed to be played with a bow. Unlike the medieval plucked psaltery, the bowed version emerged in the 1920s with the first patent issued in 1925 in Germany to the Clement Neuber Company for a violin zither. After World War II, it was popularized into the conventional triangular bowed psaltery. This triangle shape allows each string to extend slightly further than the previous one, so each one can be bowed individually. Bowed psalteries come in diatonic or chromatic versions, with chromatic models placing sharps and flats, the black piano keys, on one side, and diatonic notes, the white piano keys, on the other. The strings are arranged in a fan pattern to facilitate smooth bowing motions, similar to the layout of an Irish harp. Educators have emphasized the instrument's value. It was easy to play, tunable, and provided a clear melodic voice suitable for children and beginners. Performance styles vary. It can be held in one hand and bowed with the other, laid down and played with two hands, holding two bows. Some players also strum or pluck the strings for additional tonal effects. In the Bible, a psaltery refers to a stringed instrument similar to a harp or lyre that could be plucked or strummed. The Hebrew term often associated with it is the nebel, its cousin, and in some contexts the Greek term psalterion is used. The term psaltery appears frequently in the Old Testament, particularly in the book of Psalms, where it is associated with worship and praise. For example, the King James Version of Psalm 33:2 encourages, "Praise the Lord with harp, sing unto him with the psaltery and an instrument of 10 strings." This description could also apply to the kinnor. Of the wire-strung instruments, besides the Irish harp and possibly the citole, there is only the psaltery and its relative, the dulcimer. The origin of the zither-type instrument, familiar to us from countless medieval miniature paintings, is obscure. One famous literary reference involving the medieval psaltery occurs in Chaucer's Miller's Tale. Unlike most instruments, psalteries have been produced in a wide variety of shapes. Writings from the 9th century AD state that psalteries were either triangular or rectangular. Psalteries have also been played by various means. Early European instruments were plucked. These then developed into the dulcimer, which is a psaltery that is struck with wooden hammers. The instrument was brought into Spain during the Moorish conquest. Early illustrations of European psalteries do not show sound holes. They were first depicted in the 12th century and became more common over time. Illustrations of psalteries that appeared in the Cartigas de Santa Maria demonstrate the variety of instruments that existed in the mid-13th century. This type became common in northern Europe and was dubbed the hog-nose psaltery because of its shape. Psalteries were used throughout the Middle Ages to accompany songs and as a solo instrument playing a melody. Like the harp, they went out of favor in the Renaissance. Although the medieval psaltery, a plucked instrument widely used in Europe from the 11th century onward, served as inspiration, there is no evidence of the bowed psaltery existing before 1890, and it should not be confused with its historical predecessors. Today, bowed psalteries are used in folk music, educational settings, and by enthusiasts exploring unique stringed instruments. The bowed psaltery remains a unique and versatile instrument combining historical inspiration with modern design to create a melodic, expressive sound suitable for solo or ensemble performance. In summary, the bowed psaltery is a distinctive German 20th century instrument rooted in the vision of providing accessible, versatile instruments for education while maintaining connections to traditional stringed instruments like the plucked psaltery and zither.
Let's take a listen to the sound of the bowed psaltery. The bowed psaltery, a fascinating little instrument with a sweet, sustaining sound, considered the grandfather of the piano. I hope you've enjoyed our journey. Next time, I hope to bring you another instrument I've made or collected from around the world. As we enjoy God's creation of music and the instruments mankind has made for enjoyment.